give rise to suffering, then is it worthwhile to accept it as I and mine? It is not worthwhile. It's not fit to be regarded as I and mine. So when the Buddha says, when a noble disciple sees this clearly, then he is disenchanted with the five aggregates. He's dispassionate towards the five aggregates. Then he does not attach to them, and then he becomes liberated. Right? So the first part, for most people, you can understand that they are impermanent, so they are a source of suffering. But because you don't see clearly enough, you cannot let go. See? So it's only a person who can see very clearly that you hold on to it, only give you pain and suffering. So why should I hold on to it? Just let it go. So one thing, this not seeing clearly, because we don't see clearly, we are deluded, right? And this delusion is something very hard to see. A fool does not see himself as a fool. A wise man can see another person who can recognize a person who is a fool, but a fool cannot see himself as a fool. No, it applies to all beings. It is something that nature has implanted in all beings, so that you will struggle to survive. Oh yeah, all the Brahmas and Devas also. Yeah. That's why in one of the suttas, I think in the Majjhima Nikaya, Magandhya Sutta, the Buddha said, we have been tricked by the mind. For a long time, we have been cheated by the mind. We keep believing the mind. The mind is a very cunning thing.
What are we? Body, okay, we know that this is not us, it's the mind. The mind, then we talk about the consciousness, the feeling, perceptions and volitions.
Yes, you see, because for most people, this is all we know. Just like for most people in the world, the only happiness they know is through sensual pleasure. Eat, drink and be merry, that's all they know. So of course naturally they will want to enjoy this because they don't know of anything more superior. But when you know of something more superior, for example, you are given the chance to enjoy heavenly bliss. Then when you enjoy heavenly bliss, then earthly bliss you don't want already. So in the same way, we attach to this world of the external world of the five senses, and we take this body and the mind to be the self, because we know of no other self. So we have to go and meditate into our mind. When we go and meditate and we go deeper into our mind, slowly the body and these six consciousness start to fade away. Then when the six consciousness starts, and the mind and the body and the six consciousness starts to fade away, the world starts to fade away, then only you realize, oh, this body and this mind that I took to be the self, it's not the self. It's just like when you are in the dream. When you are in the dream, you take that person in the dream to be yourself, and then you are running for your life because somebody wants to murder you, or you see a ghost or something, you're so scared. And then after that you wake up from the dream. And when you are woken up from the dream, then you tell yourself, oh, that was just a dream only. No reason for me to be scared now, that was just a dream. Now I've woken up. So in the same way, we have not woken up from samsara. So we take this body and the self to be mind because that's all we know. It's only when we meditate, the Buddha says, we go deeper, deeper, and then the world slowly melts away. Then we realize there is something else.
That's where the true knowledge.
Yeah. So the truth about life, reality, can only be achieved first through the theory part, the Dhamma that the Buddha teaches. The Dhamma teaches us how to practice. And then with the Dhamma as our guide, we make the effort. We make the effort, then we go into ourselves. When we go into ourselves, but you cannot go into yourself without the proper instructions. That's why all the instructions are given in the suttas. Because it's not so simple, just let go and meditate. No, there are so many conditions. You have to keep your sila. You got to fulfill your obligations before you go and practice. You do your family duties and all that. And then after you have done all your duties, then you do the duty to yourself. Because you want thing to help other people, you have to help yourself. If you think you want to help everybody but you don't help yourself, you are also a fool.
I'd just like to understand what is the meaning of this sentence. When the reminder fading away, you used to come across this sentence in the sutta. What it actually means by this?
Nothing remaining.
Enlightened?
Even all the attachment, they're given up. No more, totally no more attachment, no more clinging.
Is it the brain or is it the mind that is creating this sense of self? Which one is playing a part in this?
That one you can only understand when you go into your mind. It's not so simple, it can be explained by words. It can be explained by words, and the Buddha explained everybody become enlightened already. Okay, and here.